Hello guys, I'm Rakshith from Team Let's Learn. So we are going to conduct a mock interview session for SCI candidates. We have already conducted one mock interview session already. So now it's the second part. So we'll move on to the basic question introduction again so that they can practice their introduction. So Abhijit, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, sir, definitely. Thank you so much. My name is Abhijit Moite,
Abhijit,
and
is it possible to
current
turn on your camera?
actually there is some connectivity issue at my end, so I'm
Oh,
trying to
oh, okay, okay, no problem,
maintain
no
the
problem.
connectivity. Yeah, thanks. My name is Abhijit Moite, and currently I'm working with a fleet as a buyer in procurement department, where I'm supporting the purchase activities for the technical department for dry uh, carriers, and uh, I'm working with a fleet since past 15 months, and prior to that, I was working with two different organizations, starting in 2019 in Pune and then in Mumbai. Mumbai. So total, I'm carrying 5 years of experience in procurement and supply chain management with different industries. I've started earlier with electronics and then shifted into the chemicals, and currently in the shipping industry. Uh, I'm a mechanical graduate, and I've secured 8.3 out of 10 in my as aggregate CGPA in engineering. And in 12th and 10th, I've secured first class in distinction. So this is about my professional and academic background. Apart from that, I like to read books, and recently I've started. It's almost a year back. I've started learning Indian bamboo flute, that is basuri. And in my free time, I like to read books, as I mentioned, and do the vipassana meditation. So these are my hobbies. I would
Okay,
also like to inform about my family. There are total 5 members, including my father, who is an auto rickshaw driver. My mother is a homemaker. I have a younger brother who recently finished his bachelor's in Ayurvedic studies as a doctor, and right now is practicing. And my younger sister recently finished her master's in economics, and currently she is doing a job. So this is about my introduction.
yes, Abhijit, very good introduction. You didn't fumble anywhere. You are clear throughout your introduction, so very good introduction. So Abhijit, one more question that you most likely will get is you already have 5 years of experience in supply chain and management. Why do you want to do such a drastic movement from such a field to like a field like merchant review? Why do you want to change? Why don't you just stick and use your experience somewhere else?
Definitely. So this question definitely I am expecting. The number one reason is the kind of work that I'm doing. It's not satisfying myself, to be honest. Although to be from third party's point of view, I'm doing great in my current profile with respect to number of years of experience with current company. Also, I'm doing a good job. I have a good recommendations and feedback from seniors and colleagues. But I'm finding somewhere lacking in terms of satisfaction. And while currently dealing with the shipping industry, I found myself quite good compatible with the mechanical industry. And I think if I am able to make it into the merchant navy and grab an opportunity to work onto the engine sides, that is into the core mechanical industry, I'll be more happy to do my job. And the most important part for me will be the self satisfaction. That is the most important for me.
Okay, okay. So self-satisfaction, okay, that is a good answer. Mukesh, would you like to introduce yourself again?
Yes, sir. Myself, Mukesh, from Tamil Nadu. About my college, I completed my UG in Karpam College of Engineering from Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. About my schooling, I completed my schooling in St. Thomas Metric Higher Secondary School, Thuthukudi, Tamil Nadu. Uh, about my family, my father is a chief officer, my mother is a homemaker. I have no siblings. Um about my short term goal and long term goal. My short term goal is to become a fourth engineer as soon as possible, and my long term goal is to become a chief engineer within 10 years. My hobbies is playing cricket and volleyball.
Okay,
Well, that's all.
okay, Mukesh. Very nice introduction again. You could add your percentages if you want, your home place. You also had your parents' profession, a chief officer, it seems, yeah?
Yeah, yes, sir. My
Okay,
father.
okay, okay. Varun, what about you? An introduction?
Sir,
Yes, sir, you can.
good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, I am Moran. I am from Karnataka. I have studied class 10 in Moraji Desai Residential School in Karnataka State, and I my 10th percentage is 80.80 percentage, and I have completed my class 12 in MES Chaitanya PU College, Karnataka State, and overall percentage is 73.16 percentage, and I have completed my graduation Bachelor of Degree in Marine Engineering from Vishwesvaraya Technological University in Karnataka, and overall CGPA is 8, and aggregate percentage is 73 percentage. And coming to my father and coming to my family, and father name is Hanmantappa, and mother name is Basamma, and I have three elder sisters and one elder brother. And coming to my father and mother's occupation, my father is a farmer, and mother is also farmer. And coming to my coming to my internship journey, and I have completed an internship in Hindustan Shipyard Limited in East Coast region, Vishakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. I learned so much of things in HSL, Hindustan Shipyard Limited. Uh, then my hobbies and hobbies, in free time I playing cricket, and kabaddi is my favorite game, and also in watching movies in free time. Then these are my introduction parts.
Okay. And Abhishek, and it's also appreciated if you guys turn on your camera because again, not only your answer, your eye-to-eye contact also matters.
Sorry, Rakshit. Actually, I'm outside. I'll try to
Okay.
give my introduction.
Okay.
And hi Rakshit. I'm Abhishek Kumar Singh, born and brought up in small city of Jharkhand, which is Jamshedpur, which is my hometown. I did my mechanical engineering from National Institute of Science and Technology. I belong to a nucleus family. My father, mother, and a younger brother. My father is a businessman. He runs a travel agency. My mother is a homemaker, and my brother is in matriculation. So I did my matriculation from SR Sri Krishna Public School, Jamshedpur, Jharkhand, with a percentage aggregate percentage of 70. I did my intermediate from SR Public Senior Secondary School, Kota, Rajasthan, with an aggregate percentage of 80.80. Um, so I was a working professional back 7 months. I have a 1.5 year of experience working as an extrusion engineer trainee, as a machine operator. Um, my hobbies are to play outdoor games. I like to play cricket, badminton. I'm a more into an outdoor guy. That's all my introduction from my part.
Okay. Okay. Mukesh, why do you want to join Merchant Navy?
because my father is also a marine field, and my uncle is also a chief engineer. So I was inspired of him. So I was done joining Merchant Navy, and also I want my dream is also to become a marine engineer from when I studying fourth standard. Um, and also I love and also I'm interested in working on missionaries. So I choose this field. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, Mukesh. Abhijit, what about you? Why do you want to join Merchant Navy?
Yeah, hi, sir. So, as I earlier mentioned, the most important reason for me to join Merchant Navy is the satisfaction of the work that I'll be going to do. The nature of the work. For a person like me who I practice vipassana meditation, so being in a monk zone, that is to focus on one thing and do your part 100%, more than 100%. So while working on a ship, I think that kind of work environment will be there where individual contribution is more important along with the team contribution, definitely, but it has a larger impact. So I'm quite comfortable with such kind of environment. Even my current job role, I'm trying to do my best as an individual level. Then I try to come up with the team level. So that is making me as a unique candidate in my team as well as in my organization. So this is the second reason. And of course there are other benefits which every one of us are there to join, like the good lifestyle, then the good pay scale is there, and a good career opportunity. One of the reason that I found is it is a very niche career. Like if I say for a supply chain career, it's a vast. I mean, we can find a lot of companies over there. But in the shipping industry, there are particular industry companies which are good, or vessels are limited as of now. So it definitely requires me to showcase myself best, like to give the examination for each and every step to make a next career progression. So it is one of the challenging tasks, but definitely I would like to take those challenges to make myself challenge or appear for those challenges and prove myself. So this is more about the challenge and making my life more meaningful.
Okay, Abhishek. So I guess we can move on to the technical side. Um, Abhishek, can you tell me the types of pumps you know?
What
Yeah.
yeah, types of
Yes, Abhijit? Okay,
it's
okay, Abhishek,
hello.
you go on.
I, okay, so pumps are categorized in two parts initially. First one is rotodynamic pumps and positive displacement pumps. In positive displacement pump, there are reciprocating pumps and rotary pumps. In rotary pumps, there are gear pumps, screw pumps, and vane pumps. In reciprocating pumps, there are diaphragm pumps and single acting and double acting pumps. In rotodynamic pumps, there is centrifugal pump and axial pump.
What about Abhijit? Would you like to attempt that?
Yeah, so basically, I would like to divide the classification of pump as a major classification into rotodynamic pump, then into positive displacement pump, and the other categories. So in the rotodynamic pump, majority is centrifugal pumps, and in positive displacement pump, then we have a major classification, again sub major classification as a reciprocatory, under which we can find a piston pump, then plunger. I think bucket is there. So these I'm able to recall. And in under this positive displacement, there is another major classification as a rotary, under which we found gear pumps, then lobe. So these two I'm able to recall right now. And the third category under which others, so jet pumps, and one is airlift. So that is the major classification which I'm able to recall right now.
So whenever the interview tries to ask you classification of pumps, so it is better that you state which you know, which you can explain properly, because when you usually when interviewer when they ask you to tell the classification, and you will tell the classification, but they will choose on basis of one. Like if he said jet pump, suddenly there might be a chance that he might ask you what is the jet pump working diagram and things like that. So I would recommend you to like if you know you can obviously tell it, but just to impress him, don't tell too much of classification. Don't make it too complex
Right.
so that when he asks, you will be able to answer properly. Okay.
Understood. Okay.
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 Varun, what
Not
about you? Varun, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Classification
sir.
of answer.
Basically, in a classified of a pump in two types. First one is a rotodynamic pump, and second one is positive displacement pump. Rotodynamic pump is classified into two types. First one, centrifugal pump, and second one is axial flow pump. And reciprocating pump, positive displacement pump classified as a two types: reciprocating pump and rotary pump. Reciprocating pump is classified as three types. First one is piston pump and a plunger pump, and another one was diaphragm pump. And piston pump is classified as a two types: single acting pump and double acting pump. Rotary pump is classified as a three types. First one, gear pump, vane pump, and another one is screw pump.
And Mukesh, would you like to attempt that?
Sir, pumps
No.
are classified into two types. One is positive displacement pump. Another one is rotodynamic pump. In rotodynamic pump, the centrifugal pump. In positive displacement divided into two types. One is reciprocating pump, another one is rotary pump. In rotary pump there is classification of two type. One is gear pump, another one is screw pump. In reciprocating pump two types. One is piston pump, another one diaphragm pump. That's
So back to you, Abhijit. Can you tell me a difference between petrol and diesel engine?
Yes, sir. So petrol engine basically, as name suggests, is run on a petrol and diesel on a diesel. But major difference for these two is about the ignition. In petrol, we use the spark plug as a for the ignition purpose, and in diesel we use fuel injector to inject the fuel, and then for the compression cycle. So these are the two major distinguishing factors for the petrol and diesel engine.
Okay. Anybody like to give any other differentiation of petrol versus diesel? Any other you know?
Uh,
petrol engine.
so,
Okay, Mugesh, you go first.
Petrol engine work on the principle of Otto cycle. Diesel engine work on the principle of diesel cycle. Petrol engine compression ratio is 8 to 10. Diesel engine compression ratio is 18 to 20. In petrol engine, the spark plug is fitted, and the diesel engine fuel injector. Uh, and diesel in petrol engine, the carburetor is a mixing of air and fuel. In diesel engine, air is compressed and then fuel is added. In petrol engine, less noise compared to forced diesel engine, high noise. Uh, that's all.
Okay. And Abhishek, would you tell the difference between petrol and diesel engine?
the difference between petrol and diesel is the first. The petrol uses gasoline as the fuel, and diesel uses diesel as the fuel. After that, in petrol, there is a spark plug, and in diesel there is a compressed air used as a fuel. The third one is the compression ratio in diesel is higher than the compression ratio in petrol. So the compression ratio in diesel is around 18 to 20, whereas compression ratio in petrol is around 8 to 10. And petrol engines are more efficient in nature, whereas diesel engines are less efficient in nature. Uh, in diesel, there's a diesel cycle, whereas in petrol uses auto cycle. So these are the differences.
One thing, even up to my knowledge, I'm not sure, maybe I have to research on it, but is a petrol engine more efficient than diesel engine?
Yes, so it is like petrol cycle, then dual cycle, then diesel cycle.
Okay, okay. And Varun,
Hi, sir. The difference between petrol engine and diesel engine. Petrol engine is a auto cycle, and diesel engine is a d- uh, diesel cycle. And petrol engine spark plug ignition engine, and diesel engine is a compressed ignition engine, and diesel petrol engine is a less noise, and diesel engine is a high noise, and petrol engine is a less maintenance, and diesel engine is a high maintenance, and petrol engine is a compression ratio around 8 to 10 meter cube, and diesel engine compression ratio around 18 to 20 meter cube, and petrol engine mixture of air and petrol, and inside through the carburetor, and diesel engine first add air and compressed and heated, then again fuel finally added. These are the difference between petrol engine and diesel engines.
okay, Varun, one thing is that compression ratio doesn't have a unit. You need not say 8 to 10 meter cube, okay? It's a
Okay, sir.
ratio, right? Ratios don't have units. Okay.
Okay.
So let's move on to VCRS system. Abhijit would like to explain VCRS system.
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to answer the VCR cycle.
Mukesh?
Yes, sir. In VCR cycle, there is a 4 component. One is compressor, another one is evaporator, condenser, and thermostatic expansion valve. Uh, First one is compressor. It compressor is compresses the high pressure air into the condenser. The condenser in condenser there is a inlet sea water in and go out in an inlet and outlet to reduce the temperature of the uh, liquid sorry vapor in condenser there is a high pressure and a low medium temperature in condenser. It passes through liquid passes through the dryer. The dryer is a contain silica gel that remove moisture another and then pass through the thermostatic expansion valve in which low temperature and low pressure another and then it pass through the evaporator. In evaporator water vapor water passes through water passes through the coils. In the coils the in meat room and engine meat room vegetable room the exhaust gases that heat is come from them that will heat that will pass through the coils and heated up that forms a vapor. Then vapor is sent into the compressor into the superheated steam.
Okay.
And a capillary tube is fitted in the thermostatic expansion valve. Sensible plug sensible plug is fitted on the evaporator. The purpose of the sensible plug to prevent the water flow through the compressor.
There are many
That's it.
mistakes, Mukesh.
Okay, sir.
Many are mistakes. I recommend you to go through Gyan's BCRS explanation video at least 3 or 4 times. Then the main mistakes once again you did is I don't think water will move on in the refrigeration line, and the superheater vapor is not yet done after the evaporator. That is done after the compressor. So again, many mistakes are there, and I would recommend you to correct it after watching Gyan's VCRS video a
Okay,
couple of times.
okay, sir.
Abhishek, what about you? VCRS cycle?
So VCRS cycle is a vapor compression cycle. First, the refrigerant we are going to use is R134A, is the refrigerant. So the first process is that the refrigerant initially has lower pressure and lower temperature. It enter the compressor where the process is isentropic compression take place in the compressor. Then we have such superheated refrigerant vapor as high pressure and high temperature that enters the condenser, which is a heat exchanger. So the pressure remains the same, but the temperature slightly lowers down. Then it enters the dryer, which contains silica gel. It removes the moisture from the refrigerant. Then higher pressure and little bit higher temperature refrigerant enters thermostatic expansion valve, where the process is isenthalpic expansion take place, which is again connected with the capillary tube, which is at the end of the evaporator. After the expansion, we get lower pressure and lower temperature refrigerant vapor. The mixture is around 80% liquid and 20% of vapor, which enters the evaporator, where isobaric heat rejection take place. Then at the end there is a sensi bulb which contains same refrigerant as the refrigerant flowing in the vapor compression cycle. Basically it determines what amount of moisture content in is in there in the flow. So it checks there, if the moisture is more, it might choke the system. So sensible return with the help of capillary tube sends thermostatic expansion valve to change accordingly. So, hmm,
Okay,
this
good
is all the.
explanation, Abhishek. I don't see any problem in that. What about Varun? Varun, are there?
Sir, sorry, sir, I am not prepared, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, sir.
Okay, Abhijit, tell me your favorite subject. Okay, I don't think that question is applicable to you. Anybody who has,
Yeah.
sorry.
Uh,
So,
yeah, actually, on this point, just one question.
yeah,
So I think as I'm currently working with Fleet in a tech, to be honest, that is on a procurement side for the technical department. So can you just give me what kind of question I can expect to face on that part, because they will definitely try to evaluate me, like, although I'm dealing in the same industry with the vessels and a technical side, like I'm procuring the main engine, auxiliary engine, spare parts, stores, take items, navigation, LSA, so those I'm on a procurement side I'm handling. But do you think that they will ask me more into technical or
see, basically,
specifications
since
like
you
that?
are a working professional, as I've seen many other working professionals who have given interview, so basically they want to know what experience you have gained from the work, and they will want to know the entire process of work that you do your entire day, what all happens, what and all comes in, at what procedure happens. So they want to know the entire experience of yours. Okay, so
Understood.
make sure
Understood.
you make up in your mind there should be a story to tell the interviewer on what you do on daily basis. Okay.
Yeah, I'm prepared for that already, because
Okay.
I'm quite prepared myself. Introduction questions, so I'm preparing on that.
Abhishek, what is your favorite subject?
I think I am more into thermodynamics and fluid mechanics. So I used to work as a production engineer in a company, but I think my favorite subject is more fluid mechanics and thermodynamics.
Okay, can you tell me laws of thermodynamics?
Laws. There are a total of four laws. Zeroth law, first law, second law, and the third law. Zeroth law state that if a body is in thermodynamic equilibrium with a body B, and that body is in thermodynamic equilibrium with the body C, then body A and body C are both in thermodynamic equilibrium with each other.
Can you repeat that once?
So, zeroth law state that if a body A is thermodynamic equilibrium with the third body C, and that third body is thermodynamic equilibrium with the body B, then A and B both are in the thermodynamic equilibrium with each other.
Okay. Next one.
So, the first law talks about the conservation of energy, that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, as delta Q is equals to delta U plus work done.
Uh,
And the second law talks about hmm,
okay. It can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transferred from one form to another.
one form to another.
Okay. Next.
Heat energy can be converted into work done and the internal like that.
Okay. Second law of thermodynamics.
Second law of thermodynamics talk about the entropy, as well as it talks about two statements. First one is the Kelvin Planck statement, and the second one is the Clausius statement. Kelvin Planck statement says that it is impossible to convert 100% heat energy into work done by any chance. And the Clausius statement talks about that it is impossible to transfer heat energy from colder body to a hotter body without doing any external work done.
Abhishek, can you tell me Archimedes principle?
Archimedes principle. Archimedes principle state that if a body is floating or submerged in a fluid, it will experience an upward buoyant force which is equal to the volume of fluid displaced by that body.
Okay. Okay. Varun, what is your favorite subject? Varun,
Sir, hello, sir.
what is your
My
favorite?
favorite subject is mice, sir.
Which one?
Mice. Marine engine combustion.
Okay, combustion
Mice.
engine. Okay, engine. I'll ask something this one engine. Can you tell me usual petrol engine, four-stroke petrol engine components?
Four-stroke petrol engine. Inlet valve, exhaust valve, and fuel valve. Uh, piston rod, uh, connecting rod, a crankshaft, and cylinder surface, cylinder head, cylinder liner. These are the components of four-stroke engines.
I asked petrol, you said fuel valve, so that might be a thing you might have to uh, think about. Okay, petrol, you could have said spark plug, you said fuel valve. Did you mean fuel injector or just a fuel valve?
A four-stroke engine have a fuel valve, sir.
Okay, okay. Mukesh, what about you? Can you tell me the parts of petrol engine?
Of petrol engine. Yeah, inlet valve, exhaust valve, uh, piston, connecting rod, um, crankshaft, camshaft, spark plug, exhaust valve, cylinder liner, piston rings, mm, flywheel. That's all.
Okay. So one more. Okay. Um, so we'll move to the next topic. Boilers. Okay. Can you, Abhishek, can you tell me some boiler mounting?
Going from the top, first one is the pressure gauge. Two pressure gauge are available in the boiler. Then there is a then there is a not able to recall actually.
Okay. 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 What about you, Varun? Okay, Mukesh, go on.
First of all, fuse, safety valve, fusible plug, air vent cock, steam stop valve, feed check valve, low water level indicator. Uh, that's all I think.
There are many examples we can study more. Okay, Abhijit, go on.
Yeah, so the boiler mounting basically there are different type like varieties like water level indicator, then pressure gauge, then we have safety valves, steam stop valve, then we have blow off valve. One more is there feed check valve. So these I think I'm able to recall.
Okay. And what about you, Varun?
Sir, I forgot.
Okay. 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 Parts of ship. Abhijit.
So
Abhijit.
Uh, yes, sir. So the bridge the is the main part where the navigation is being carried out and planning is being done. Then engine part is there, uh, where main engine is there. Then we have sorry, these two I can
Okay. Okay.
define right now.
Abhishek.
the first one is the frontmost part, which is a bow. Then there is a deck. Then third there is an anchor. Fourth one is going to be zeal. Then fifth one is going to be hull. Sixth one is stern, and the seventh one is going to be the bow,
Okay.
and the
Uh,
and rudder and propeller.
okay, Varun.
The front side of the ship, bow side, and back side is aft side, and right side is a starboard side, and left side is a port side. Port side, and engine room, engine pumps, and stern, anchor, propeller shaft, rudder, and monkey deck, hull. These are the parts of ships.
And Varun, back to you again. How does the ship move?
Sir, Newton's third law in ship moves.
Yeah, explain, explain.
Every action there is equal and opposite reaction, sir. Crankshaft rotates and propeller rotates clockwise direction, and push the water push and forward direction move the ships.
And Abhijit, what is your answer for this? Okay, Abhijit, you are not audible. Okay, Mugi, should you like to try it?
Question, sir, please tell the
How does
question.
the ship move?
Ships move with the help of radar. Sorry, Newton's third law of motion. For every reaction, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Propeller which runs clockwise direction, which pushes the water backward, which moves the ship forward, sir.
And Abhishek, what about you?
Yes, as we know that the crankshaft is directly connected with the propeller. As propeller moves, it applies a thrust force, which follows Newton's third law, where every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It pushes the ship in the forward direction.
So that's it for the group mock interview today. Uh, Wish you guys all the best for your interview, and I hope that I can take another mock interview session of you guys. So thank you very much. If you have any doubt, you can ask now. Okay, since there is no doubt, so I think I'll.
Sir,
Okay,
please
yeah,
tell Faraday's law, sir, statement.
Faraday's law statement. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, just text me on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll send you that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much everyone for attending the session. Thank you very much.